Belafonte and Anna Kendrick. It's a memorable night of music at the Kennedy Center Honors, next Sunday after 60 Minutes. Celebrate the People's Choice with Michael Weatherly, Kaylee Cuoco, Sandra Bullock, Christina Aguilera, LL Cool J, and One Republic. The People's Choice Awards live Wednesday, January 8th.
Anna Faris, Allison Janney, Mom. New comedy CBS Monday.
Suffering from the flu is a really big deal. With aches, fever, and chills, there's no such thing as a little flu. So why treat it like it's a little cold? There's something that works differently than over-the-counter remedies. Prescription Tamiflu attacks the flu virus at its source, so call your doctor right away. Tamiflu treats the flu in people 2 weeks and older whose flu symptoms started within the last 2 days. Before taking Tamiflu, tell your doctor if you're pregnant, nursing, have serious health conditions, or take other medicines. If you develop an allergic reaction, a severe rash, or signs of unusual behavior, stop taking Tamiflu and call your doctor immediately. Children and adolescents in particular may be at an increased risk of seizures, confusion, or abnormal behavior. The most common side effects are mild to moderate nausea and vomiting. So don't wait. Attack the flu virus at its source. Ask your doctor about Tamiflu, prescription for flu.
The Yukon is 4,650 miles. I had nothing in my pocket, but a handful of hope.
Only a handful of men are gonna walk out of here rich.
This place kills.
Man always has a choice.
You either leave with the gold or with your soul.
You might just have a chance.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. JB along with the full house, Dan, Coach Shannon, and Boomer, the holiday version of Droid by Verizon, of course, helping us with the highlights.
Yeah, the story of the day, how about the Indianapolis Colts right here going into Kansas City? The only score of the first half here is going to come in this check down right here to Donald Brown. He does the rest, making people miss, getting some good blocks down the field. He scores from 33 yards out. And right now at half, the Indianapolis Colts lead the Kansas City Chiefs 13-7.
Shannon, Denver, and the Texans.
Yes, Peyton Manning is putting up some great stats in the first half. 23 of 32, 296, 1 touchdown. This one right here. But it's not real positive for the Broncos on offense. 1 for 5 on third down, 7 penalties for 57 yards.
Sounds like a coach, Shannon. You're back at it again.
Hey, great interception by Thomas Davis.
You'd say that again.
The offense hadn't been doing much all day. But here, the handoff. D'Angelo Williams hits his head on the goalpost, JB. 7-6, Carolina.
Damn.
Oh, and here's the Cowboys' longtime great player, London Fletcher. This might be the last game of his career, and he's getting psyched to go out and play. The Cowboys coming to Marcus Murray. He runs downhill for 3 yards for a touchdown, putting them up 7-0. And then Tony Romo, watch the movie, avoids the rusher. Now he's looking for Dez Bryant. In the back of the end zone, he gets his feet down, 14-yard touchdown. Cowboys are up 14-6.
Dez will stick around, Boom.
I think you throw him the ball, he'll be happy. How about Andy Dalton on the day? Already 2 touchdown passes, 29 for the year. This one to Jermaine Gresham. Bengals all over the Vikings, 28-7 as they enter half. Andy Dalton, 14 to 24, 180 yards.
Dolphins need this one, Dan.
They do need it, but Buffalo thinks differently right now in the first half. Fred Jackson running for 9 yards, touchdown, 10-0 Bills.
Dan playing.
All right, listen, guys, they got family. It's been a good game. How about Baker right here, 10 yards out?
And they know they
goes
got
10-0 up. Jets come all the way back, kick a field goal right before half, 10-10. That's Rex Ryan. Could be his last game at home as the Jet coach.
And Chad Henne's
got family, Coach.
I know they got family. I mean, we all got family. Chad Henne's got 2 touchdown passes. His family's happy. He's 15 to 20, 181 yards. And so
here too, Coach?
Zach Stacy's family's happy. He's got a touchdown in the first half and 66 yards in the first half.
I played in a lot of those games where we had family. Believe me, I know.
And Cheryl knew you were bad.
Oh, man, I know what's going on.
Dan, meanwhile, Peyton continues to roll.
Peyton's on fire, and you know what he's doing. You look at some of the comparisons, the Drew Brees record, but we look at this here. He's time to throw. He's on the mark. Nice throw on the outside. Once again, if you're questioning whether he's got arm strength, look at this zip right down the seam, which is a great throw. Then a play-action pass. Time to throw. Demaryius Thomas, double move in the end zone for a touchdown. That's Peyton Manning's 48th touchdown of the year. He's only a few back.
How many touchdowns on the year?
48.
So
only 48.
There's the track
coming after Tom Brady, Drew Brees. That's the calculator on Peyton Manning.
The top two, I don't think he'll get, Dan, but those bottom two, he gonna get those.
Can't be any question about.
Well, how about Ryan Tannehill? Dan, you and I know this. Going to Buffalo this time of year is always going to be tough. And really, right here, the Bills' defense is really doing a great job getting on Ryan Tannehill. They have sacked him 3 times. And you wondered when the offensive line problems for the Miami Dolphins are going to show themselves. And now all of a sudden, this game, they have started to show themselves. This is a huge game for the Miami Dolphins.
Here, the other problem is, too, is they're only 1 for 8 on third down. And, you know, you can't win when you're only 1 for 8 on third down.
But, Dan, they're bringing 4 guys with 6 blockers.
Yep.
They got the back end and the offensive line, and they're rushing 4.
This makes you appreciate how hard it is to sustain the level of play.
Go on the road in the division game.
Verizon halftime
in Buffalo.
continues.
Woo.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Never be without football. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile from Verizon.
A journey begins, driven by drama, fueled by destiny. As each team navigates their own unique map towards college basketball's ultimate destination. The road to the Final Four all season long on CBS Sports.
Get the Verizon Halftime Report live online every Sunday, only from Verizon. Visit cbssports.com/Verizon.
We make you easy to find. We make matching permissible. We make the most popular mall Santa in Pittsburgh. We make your favorite layer. We make it worth being good for 364 days. We make changing your last name one thing, but your team another. We make thousands of things that are more than just things. NFLshop.com. Together, we make football. At NFL Network, we make football, and we make it 365 days a year. We make what you wake up to in the morning and rush home to at night.
A huge day in the NFL.
We make it about the ones you'll never forget.
Sometimes you just gotta look to the heavens and say, wow.
And the ones you don't know yet. Together, we make football, and football, and football, and football.
Yeah! This place is going crazy.
NFL Network. Together, we make football.
Schaub with room on the right side, breaking free, and there he goes. Touchdown!
And he goes to the air, end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Manning looking long. Manning to the end zone. Caught by Thomas. Touchdown, Broncos.
Never be without football. Get coverage of every NFL game on NFL Mobile from Verizon. Call ** NFL to download it now. Data rates may apply.
Two Broke Girls. Monday, 8:30, 7:30 Central. Only CBS.
Madden NFL 25. Rated E for everyone. Xbox, official game console of the NFL.
At NFL Network, we make football, and we make it 365 days a year. We make what you wake up to in the morning and rush home to at night.
A huge day in the NFL.
We make it about the ones you'll never forget.
Sometimes you just gotta look to the heavens and say, wow.
And the ones you don't know yet. Together, we make football, and football, and football, and football.
This place is going crazy.
NFL Network. Together, we make football.
For the holidays, receive $100 off a Galaxy Gear with the purchase of a new Galaxy Note 3 or Galaxy S4.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Hey, Adam, we're going down on the field to throw the ball around. You want to go with us? Oh, I'm going to pass.
NFL Monday QB, tomorrow at 6:30 on CBS Sports Network.
The Twitter sphere is blowing up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No, that's real good, Lou.
Audiences love Grudge Match.
What?
They love it.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hey, shut up!
You tell me to shut up, you shut up!
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
You messing with me? You messing with me? No, I ain't messing with you, you geriatric. I'm making it, baby. I left my keys in the house.
Grudge Match, rated PG-13, starts Christmas Day.
Storylines here in Houston. Peyton Manning, yes, pinpoint accuracy for Manning, 296 yards, but just one touchdown for Manning in the first half. Houston has done a good job defensively, pressuring Peyton, knockdowns, passes defended as well, and the Broncos unable to cash in the red zone as they normally do with touchdowns. Halftime, 16-6, the Broncos leading the Texans. Time right now for our Sonos halftime play. Holiday hit on special teams by Tuggle. Football like you've never heard it, presented by Sonos. Getting you ready for second half action here in Houston. Hi, everybody. Iron Eagle, Hall of Famer Dan Fouts. Denver talked about trying to regain the mojo, trying to bounce back offensively after the loss to San Diego. They've done that in terms of yardage. They haven't done it in terms of scoring.
Yeah, you got to give Houston a lot of credit, though. They've done a great job on third downs, frustrating Peyton Manning a little bit. But I think John Fox has got to be happy with his defense because they're playing more consistently, just totally dominating a depleted Texan offense.
A couple of tough penalties. Orlando Franklin in the red zone. That may have cost Denver a touchdown. And the first half numbers, 296 passing yards. That's the most for Manning in a half since 2004.
And you can see why John Fox is so happy about his defense. Talked about them being consistent for 60 minutes. Well, the first 30 minutes gone very well.
So Peyton Manning, his 48th touchdown of the season. He is now 2 away from tying Tom Brady for a single season touchdown record. 23 of 32 for Manning, 296 yards, 355 total yards for Denver in the first half. And Manning is also moving up the ranks in terms of single season yardage. He is over 5,000 for the first time in his career. Bullock kicking it off. Trendon Holiday is deep. And Holiday from the goal line will take it out. Holiday spilled out as he crosses the 15-yard line. So for Peyton Manning now, 5,107 yards this season. He has passed Dan Marino. And he is on the verge of passing Drew Brees and maybe even Tom Brady in this game today.
And you look down the road, whether the Broncos will be playing for anything next week is yet to be determined, but he's got a real good shot at setting the all-time record.
He is 369 yards away from Drew Brees in the all-time single-season mark. First and 10 from the 17-yard line. First play from scrimmage, second half. Manning to throw it. Incomplete. Tried to squeeze it into Moreno. Joe Mays, the former Bronco there defensively for Houston.
Yeah, nice play that time by Joe Mays, former Denver Bronco, who had a real impact in their game last year. Just all you do is ask Matt Schaub about that piece of ear he lost.
That's right. He was the one that delivered the big hit on Schaub. Second and 10. Manning has Moreno perpendicular, and it's a running play. Moreno up the middle. The burst by Moreno. He crosses the 20-yard line, brought down by McClain. Well, you asked for it, Dan. You get it.
Yeah, but Matt Schaub didn't ask for that. Mays had to pay for that one, almost as much as Matt Schaub did.
A piece of his left ear was taken off on the play. 3rd and 5 for the Broncos. Second half just underway here in Houston, a 16-6 lead for Denver. Matt Schaub getting the start for the first time in 10 weeks at quarterback. Manning from the gun. Manning, juggle, Eric Decker, incomplete.
Now Brandon Harris did a great job on Decker that time. Decker going to the sideline here, a little bit of contact there. Look at that effort by Decker, keeping his eyes on the ball and almost being able to knock it back to his hands with his leg.
Harris in for the injured Jonathan Joseph, out with a foot injury. Denver, big loss defensively. Von Miller out with a knee injury he suffered in the first quarter. Colquitt the punt. Knowshon Moreno had a 51-yard return earlier. Backpedals from the 23. And this time they have him buttoned up. They'll open up at the 26 after the 55-yard punt. 16-6. Broncos lead it.
At Southwest, we pride ourselves not only on what we do up here, but also down here. Up here, down here. Up here, down here. Back up here, and back down here. Even though we're an airline, we do some of our best work on the ground. If it matters to you, it matters to us.
Whoa, do that again?
Wait, say that again?
I love you.
Hey! No! Get out! Take it again.
What's the password again? Again?
Again.
We're gonna read it again.
The Encore tablet, for moments worth repeating.
We're willing to bet no kid ever grew up with a poster of a Passat on his bedroom wall.
Well-qualified lessees can choose the Dodge Charger SXT or the Hemi V8 Charger RT for $269 a month.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Denver Broncos deferred after winning the opening coin toss, but did nothing with the football to open up this second half. So Houston takes over, trailing 16-6 early in the third quarter. Schaub, deep drop, bounces one in the direction of Dennis Johnson. It's incomplete. Terrence Knighton putting the pressure on Matt Schaub.
You almost get the feeling that teams around the league have gotten used to this style of offense, this zone blocking scheme, the stretch plays, the play action, the bootlegs off it. Denver well schooled coming into today's game. Of course, the Texans working without Arian Foster and Ben Tate. But still, it just seems like the Broncos are all over this style of offense today.
Schaub has missed on his last 5 passes. He's now 7 of 15 for just 66 yards. Schaub looking downfield. Flushed out and hits Knowshon Moreno short of the first down. And that's a big question moving forward for Schaub. He signed big money extension, 4 years, $62 million. Looks like he's not going to be the quarterback in Houston. There are lots of jobs around the NFL. The question is whether or not Matt Schaub fits in for a starting job somewhere else. Our group asked him about it. He said, I don't really think beyond what's right in front of me right now. Can't look beyond it. Your focus shifts, and then you won't be prepared or ready for the task at hand. And he said all that stuff will handle itself down the road. 3rd and 3. Schaub, open man. He drops it in the bucket to Ryan Griffin. Big gain down the sideline for the tight end Griffin. 40 yards.
Yeah, got to be a busted coverage here by the Broncos. You see the blitz coming right there by Trevathan, and then Adams gets confused as to who his man is, and Griffin goes down the sidelines for a huge gain. Career long of 40 yards.
That's something John Fox talked about defensively. He believes they're capable of playing a lot better. Having put 60 minutes together on defense, there have been breakdowns game in, game out. Busted coverage against San Diego on the Keenan Allen touchdowns. Give it to Johnson. And nowhere to go. They were ready for him. Paris Lennon read it perfectly. Well, Matt Schaub, he's dealt with a lot this season, including an injury against St. Louis. That turned out to be his last start before Keenum got the opportunity. And here in Houston, it hasn't been pretty. Fans have booed him pretty consistently. He's done good work for the Texans through the years. 2nd and 9, Schaub. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the intended target.
And you know, if you play long enough in the NFL as a quarterback, you're going to have moments when your home team boos you. What is bad is when you're injured and the home team crowd cheers the injury. And that's what happened to Schaub in that Ram game.
Key players on injured reserve: Foster, Tate, Cushing, Gary Kubiak let go after 8 years as the head coach. GM Rick Smith still in charge in his 8th year with the Texans, and reports that the coaching search is already underway. Reportedly it met with Lovie Smith. Schaub throws to the outside. Martin has room in front of him and ducks out of bounds. He's got a first down.
Well, and again, it looks like the Denver secondary is confused. Wide open is Martin on the out route. You see that Chris Harris going deep with DeAndre Hopkins, and there's just nobody in the flat for an easy completion and a first down into the red zone.
Line of scrimmage is the 16. And Houston putting together a strong drive here in the 3rd quarter, mostly through the air. Running play, Karim. Deji Karim spun down by Paris Lennon on the play. It's a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 now.
Jack Del Rio's got to be a little bit concerned about the way his team has come out in the second half. They look very flat defensively, and offensively they weren't much better either.
Del Rio certainly familiar with the Houston Texans after a 9-year stint as the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars, playing in the same division. 10-point lead for Denver. Houston threatening on a 2nd and 8. Play fake. Schaub. End zone. Oh, drop ball. Andre Johnson unable to secure it.
He had a couple of drops last week, but this one's really going to hurt because he does a great job with a post route right there, puts his foot in the ground, beats Tony Carter. Fine throw by Schaub, and a flat out drop by the great Johnson.
Andre Johnson, that catch would have put him in 14th place on the career receptions list, passing Torrey Holt. And it would have brought Houston a little bit closer on the scoreboard. 3rd and 8. Schaub out of trouble. Schaub throws. Touchdown! Knowshon Moreno on the receiving end. 15 yards.
Well, a couple of things happen here. Schaub does a great job of buying extra time, and so does Knowshon Moreno as he searched the back of the end zone. Watch Martin right here as Schaub rolls out here. He's going to work all the way to the back of the end zone. And all that extra time, and what a perfect throw.
Extra point from Randy Bullock. Capping off a 9-play, 74-yard drive. It took just over 3 minutes. Texans moving down the field impressively to cut it to 3.
It hardly seems fair. He has the Intel-powered 2-in-1. A laptop and a tablet, responsive to his every touch. But pity the old laptop. What do you have to offer? Nothing. Ask not for whom the bell tolls. It tolls for thee. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug is the #1 movie in the world. Do not talk to me of Dragonfire. It's one of the best films of the year. The absolute perfect movie for the holidays. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Now playing. Rated PG-13.
We invited people from across the nation to help us taste and choose a golden amber lager. Smooth and distinctive, chosen by the people. Budweiser Black Crown.
Guys, this is my cousin Raj.
Hey, boys, I just saved a ton of cash with my State Farm discount double check. So the brats are on me. Oh,
Crazy dream.
Easy. You're gonna wreck Bob's dream.
By the way, how's that sausage pillow?
Delicious, good,
Save with the discount double check today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. The new Intel-powered 2-in-1s. Intel. Look inside. And by State Farm. It pays to double check. Talk to your agent today.
Happy holidays from everybody here at CBS. Is that actual action or simulated television action from the truck right now? Our producer Bob Monsbach, director Suzanne Smith, and the rest of our crew here in Houston. Randy Bullock kicking it off to Trindon Holiday. And Holiday hit at the 22-yard line.
Well, Matt Schaub showing what a competitor he is just after the drop by Andre Johnson, buying all this time on a rollout that was not designed. He just got out of the pocket, and he finds Knowshon Moreno for his second touchdown catch of the year. But that's called bouncing back after a huge disappointment when he hit Andre Johnson wide open in the back of the end zone, and he dropped the ball.
And the biggest battle on that play came from the two fans fighting for the football that Martin awarded in the front row. On 1st and 10 now for Denver. The lead is down to 3. Manning, low throw. Incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver for the Broncos. AFC West standings, Denver at 11-3, Kansas City at 11-3. Both teams have already clinched a playoff berth, but the question will be where they fit in. Denver with an opportunity to grab the #1 overall seed if they win out. They don't even need any help. Manning on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Through the hands of Thomas. It's 3rd and 10 for the Broncos.
Well, the first pass is thrown too low for Thomas. And then Thomas, open on the play, lets this ball go right through his hands. KO coming over there, but that ball should have been caught by Thomas, who caught 7 in the first half for 112 and a touchdown.
3rd downs have been an issue here for Denver. 1 of 6 today. Came in 47%, second in the NFL. Manning under pressure. Manning goes down. The Texans get to Peyton Manning on the pass rush.
Just a real good 4-man pass rush. Here's J.J. Watt on the outside. And he's going to force Manning to bring the ball down as he got a little piece of his wrist there. Manning did a good job of hanging on to the ball, but he takes his first sack of the afternoon.
Punter is Britton Colquitt. Return man is Knowshon Moreno. Sailing kick, Martin from the 29. Flag is thrown. Martin hit on the sideline at the 40-yard line. 52-yard punt, an 11-yard return. Hit by Trevathan on special teams. Seven penalties against Denver. Houston has not had a charged penalty. They've had a penalty turned down on a 3rd down defensively. Houston had 14 penalties last
During
week.
the kick, holding by the receiving team number 27. That's a 10-yard penalty that's enforced from where the punt was caught. 1st down.
Josh Victorian called on the penalty. The Houston defense gaining some steam against the #1 offense in the league.
The all-new Fiat 500L. More room, more possibilities.
Well-qualified lessees get the all-new Fiat 500L Pop for $239 a month, an IIHS top safety pick.
You make a great team. It's been that way since the day you met. But your erectile dysfunction, it could be a question of blood flow. Cialis Tadalafil for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or if you have any allergic reactions such as rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a 30-tablet free trial.
I'm starting my own firm.
I took you in. You were poison.
Will, I wonder if you've changed or if you're always this way. I couldn't help but change.
I think you're going to take over the world from here.
You think so?
The Good Wife, nominated for Best TV Drama tonight after 60 Minutes.
Houston Texans trying to snap a franchise record 12-game losing streak. Matt Schaub already more yards in the second half compared to the first half. And the Texans take over. Karim, the ball handler, out across the 20-yard line for a gain of 4, brought down by Sean Phillips. Thursday on CBS, get ready for 3 times the laughs. It's a Miller's Marathon. Will Arnett, Margot Martindale, and Beau Bridges star in TV's #1 new comedy, The Millers. It all starts Thursday at 8:30, 7:30 Central after The Big Bang Theory, only CBS. We come up on 9 minutes to go in this third quarter. Denver holding on to a 16-13 lead over the Houston Texans. Kareem stays in there. Schaub emerges out of trouble and slides down short of the first down. NFL Today update. Let's head to the Big Apple. JB and Boomer.
Donald Brown with his leg.
And what a day he's having, JB. This one's going to go 51 yards, breaks a couple tackles right here. He also scored earlier in the day on a pass reception. Indianapolis takes the lead 20-7 over Kansas City.
I've been wanting to say this for a while. Back to the bird and the beard.
Nice.
And thank you to JB and Boomer.
The B and the Boomer?
It all works. There's a lot of alliteration there. 3rd and 2 now for Houston. After the Schaub scramble, steps up. He has room again. This time he'll throw it. Connection made. DeAndre Hopkins, the talented rookie from Clemson. And they'll move the chains. Brought down by Trevathan, 8-yard gain.
Matt Schaub is feeling it right now. He's making every play possible. The scramble on 2nd down and then stepping up into the pocket. Could have run with that one, but flashing in front of him for the reception goes Hopkins. On that opening drive of the second half when he got the touchdown, he was 3 for 3 on 3rd downs.
Last time these two teams met, week 3 of last year, a 31-25 win for Houston. Schaub had 4 touchdowns of the game. Schaub gets rid of it. The pressure from Mitch Unrein, and it's incomplete.
Good job by Schaub just throwing that ball away, avoiding the sack and keeping the momentum for the Texans.
Matt Schaub, now in his 10th year in the NFL, was acquired in a trade with Atlanta, where he was backing up Michael Vick. And Schaub, as a member of the Texans, has been to the Pro Bowl twice, 2009 and last year. 2nd and 10. Schaub, tight window, incomplete. Lastar Jean in a matchup with Chris Harris Jr.
And great job by Chris Harris, who's been filling in for Champ Bailey the entire season. Timing was perfect there. We saw Champ Bailey briefly in the first half, but haven't seen him as of late.
Bailey has appeared in just 4 games this season with a serious left foot injury. This is his 3rd attempt to come back from the injury. Bailey active today. We did see him in the lineup, but we have not seen a whole lot of him, as Dan mentioned. Schaub on 3rd and 10. Knocked away. Harris makes the play for Denver. Andre Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Well, we've seen pretty good coverage here by the Broncos on this last series. Johnson trying to get away from Harris, gets a little tug on the jersey there. No contact, got the right hand on the ball, and you know what, Ian? We did see Champ Bailey on that play. He rushed Matt Schaub on a corner blitz.
Leckler to punt it. Holiday moves forward. He's got room here. Starting at the 19. Holiday will use his speed. Ridden down at the 25-yard line by Tuggle. 47-yard punt.
You're saying I can get AT&T's network with a data plan and unlimited talk and text for as low as $45 a month?
$45 a month.
Wow. No annual contract?
No annual contract.
No long-term agreement?
No long-term agreement.
Really?
Really?
Okay, so what's the catch?
There is no catch.
Okay, I'm obviously getting nowhere with you. I'm gonna need to speak with a supervisor.
I am the supervisor.
Oh, finally, someone I can talk to.
It's not complicated. New smartphone plans starting at $45 a month with no annual contract. Only from AT&T.
To truck guys, the truck is everything. And when you put them in charge of making an unbeatable truck, good things happen. This is the Ram 1500, the 2014 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. And first ever, back-to-back champion. Guts, glory, Ram.
That's for Heidi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
She's gonna love it. Right?
No.
She will not.
4 words. He went to Jared.
Jared.
Jared, trust us.
Now step away from the jersey and nobody gets hurt.
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, has a large selection of Tag Heuer Swiss timepieces, including a new aqua razor, sophisticated, thin, and elegant. The perfect gift.
I love it.
From an almost perfect guy. That's why he went to Jared.
Don't miss NCIS. CBS Tuesday, 8/7 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by AT&T. Rethink possible. And by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
Aerial coverage of today's game is provided by MetLife. Denver Broncos 16, Houston Texans 13, 7:05 to play in the 3rd quarter. Denver trying to bounce back after the loss to San Diego last Thursday night. They put up a lot of yards. They haven't put up a lot of points. Number 1 in the NFL in scoring, 38 points per game. Manning now 0 for 5 in the 2nd half. Monte Ball, the intended receiver, Joe Mays there defensively.
It's been a physical game so far on Manning. Trevathan Carpinian with that hit, and then the combination sack there, but 0 for 5 to start the 2nd half. The coverage in the secondary by the Texans has been outstanding.
2nd and 10 now for Denver. Ball remains in there. Manning gets rid of it. Juggling attempt. Incomplete. Demaryius Thomas. And again, it's Mays combining with Antonio Smith defensively to put some pressure.
Right in the face of Manning as Mays with good timing and Antonio Smith. But let's pick a number right now for the Texans. They're all getting good pressure up front with the linebackers blitzing on Manning.
3rd and 10 for the Broncos. Denver uses a timeout. Play clock was down to 2. 6:53 to play in the 3rd in a 3-point game.
To truck guys, the truck is everything. And when you put them in charge of making an unbeatable truck, good things happen. This is the Ram 1500, the 2014 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, and first ever back-to-back champion. Guts, glory, Ram.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
I will take what is mine with fire and blood.
The Night's Watch will ride in force.
I understand the way this game is played.
Bring me his head.
For the holidays, receive $100 off a Galaxy Gear with the purchase of a new Galaxy Note 3 or Galaxy S4.
Fans in Houston cheering on the defense. Denver facing a 3rd and 10 after the timeout. Out of the gun, Manning. Hits his man, but well short of a first down. Eric Decker brought down by Bryce McCain. And the Broncos will punt it.
They have to be really concerned with their play here in the second half. Both sides of the ball, just 1 of 8 converting 3rd downs for the offense. And defensively, they've allowed Schaub to get back into rhythm. They've had to use a timeout in a tight ball game. Only 2 timeouts left for Denver.
But to a man, the Broncos talked about coming out flat last week against San Diego. That wasn't going to happen again here against Houston. Knowshon Moreno veers out of bounds as he crosses the 35-yard line. Coming up next, the playoff push continues. Tom Brady and the Patriots take on Joe Flacco and the Ravens, or the Steelers battle the Packers while the Raiders challenge the Chargers. AFC playoff picture, division leaders Denver, New England, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. Denver, Kansas City, and Indy all have clinched a playoff berth. Miami had a chance to move 1 step closer, but struggling today against the Buffalo Bills in the 4th quarter. 10-0 Buffalo. Play fake. Schaub floats it up. Incomplete. Andre Johnson with double coverage back there, including Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie for Denver.
And Schaub really took a shot. He was slow getting up. In fact, he needed help from his teammates to get up off the turf after that big hit there. Terrence Knighton got in there, and then good coverage by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Good double coverage that time. Schaub didn't have enough time to come to an outlet receiver. He just throwing that one up in the air, hoping that Johnson comes down with it.
They'll work out of the pistol on 2nd and 10. Schaub gets rid of it. Hits Ryan Griffin for a first down. Into Denver territory, he carries Wesley Woodyard with him. It's a 17-yard hookup.
He got a little bit of help from his wide receiver, Knowshon Moreno, as he comes across the middle free. There's a little block there by Martin on Wesley Woodyard. That freed up Griffin, but nobody was covering Griffin off the line of scrimmage.
Second half, it's all Houston. 107 yards of offense. Karim to the second level. And a new set of downs for the Texans to work with. Brooks and Griffin providing some space for Karim to rip through. 14 yards.
Yeah, just straight up the middle here. Longest run of the year for Deji Karim, and he loves it.
Fourth-year running back out of Southern Illinois. First down for Houston. Under 5 minutes to go now in the third. Griffin, the motion man for the Texans. Running play, Karim. Takes a pop as he is brought down to the 27. It's a 5-yard gain. You think back to last week. Broncos thought that it was an anomaly against the San Diego Chargers, but now, Dan, you question, did the Chargers provide a blueprint for other teams on how to play the Denver Broncos?
Well, they gave up 177 yards on the ground. Ryan Matthews well over 100. Philip Rivers only threw for 166, but the control of the ball on the ground, taking time off the clock, keeping Manning in the offense on the sidelines was that blueprint.
Play fake. Schaub. Matt Schaub trying to get rid of it.
Well, heads up by Griffin to get on that loose ball. That would have been a disaster for the Texans. Might have been a scoop and score there. Schaub trying to step up in the pocket. He gets separated from the ball, but heads up by Griffin. You almost think that perhaps it was Griffin's man that got to the quarterback as he was trailing that linebacker.
It's a loss of 6 on the play. Robert Ayers providing the pressure with Malik Jackson for Denver. Now 3rd and 12 for Houston. Down to 3:20 left in the third quarter. Schaub hit again. Matt Schaub taking the shot. Trevathan, the celebration for Denver.
Well, really a good blitz here by the Broncos. Watch Omar Bolden come free. Schaub does not see him. There's no outlet receiver, so he's got to duck Bolden, and Trevathan makes the sack.
Forces Houston into a punt with Shane Leckler. End over end. Holiday moves forward. This one will bounce. Actually takes a Denver roll as it popped up in the air and is touched right around the 20-yard line. Just a 22-yard punt. Battle scars for Matt Schaub with blood coming down the right forearm. This week, don't miss the show that's in a league by itself with guys who take on all 32 teams and each other every week. James Brown, Phil Simms, Chris Collinsworth with the artistry of NFL films and the chemistry of the boys. Catch Inside the NFL. That's Wednesday at 9 only on Showtime. See if the Denver offense can get in gear here. They lead at 16-13. Give it to Knowshon Moreno. Up the middle, met by Sharpton. Second half possessions for Denver. You see the result.
Manning just 1 of 7 in the second half. You wonder if those 2 sacks, though, by the Denver defense will spark this Denver offense, because those 2 sacks took the Texans out of field goal range. That might have tied up the game.
4-yard gain for Moreno, a 2nd and 6. Manning has the protection. Delivers to Julius Thomas. First down. Hit by Sharpton. Line of scrimmage will be the 35 after the 11-yard hookup.
Really a heads-up type of route there by Thomas as he came back towards the line of scrimmage to get extra separation from the defense.
Well, Thomas talked about how Manning sets the tone. He has the most experience on the team, but he's also the hardest worker, which motivates everybody else. Slicing through Moreno. Flag thrown late as Moreno is brought down just short of the 40.
Another penalty against Denver.
Illegal hands to the face by the offense. Number 75. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It's Chris Clark, starting left tackle.
That's 8 penalties now against the Broncos. And that penalty on Clark was away from where the ball was run. Working against J.J. Watt. And he gets that right hand right into the face mask.
Well, Houston has cut down on the penalties. Denver has not. Just 1 against the Texans, 8 against the Broncos. A minute and a half to go in the third. 1st and 20. Shotgun. Manning. Good hands by Decker. And hit as he crossed the 30-yard line by Sharpton.
Well, Wade Phillips brought in officials for practice, something you usually do in training camp. But he was tired of all those penalties, 28 in the last 2 games. And that message came across loud and clear to his team.
2nd and 14, moving quickly. Hitting his spot. Demaryius Thomas on the pass by Manning. That's across the 40-yard line now. 11 yards.
Thomas now 8 catches for 123. Decker has 7 for 94.
And this will be a 3rd and 3 for Denver. 1 of 8 trying to convert on 3rd downs here this afternoon. Under a minute to go in the 3rd. Texans crowd the line. Manning off his back foot. Incomplete. Thomas the intended receiver. Manning had to get rid of it.
Boy, and Manning felt that shot too. Trying to direct traffic to pick up the blitz. But one thing he didn't count on was J.J. Watt coming free again as Watt got around Chris Clark and just drilled Manning. Double hit, once there and then to the ground.
Peyton Manning called J.J. Watt an absolute game wrecker.
He's a body wrecker too.
Yeah, something Denver also talked about. Don't look at the record, watch the tape. And Houston has a lot of talent. Colquitt. Martin doesn't catch it, and that allows Denver to down it inside the 10. So the Texans will be pinned deep in their own territory after the 49-yard punt. 21 seconds to go in the 3rd.
How close did he come to touching that one? Oof. Almost got him in the right arm. Poor decision. If you make your decision to catch the ball, you've got to do that, or this is the result. It'll roll all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You know, when you ask, you've lost a franchise record 12 in a row. There are plays like that that may not show up when you look at final numbers, but if you watch the flow of the game, that's going to contribute.
And those 2 sacks when the Texans were in field goal range.
Karim in the backfield. So it looks like Deji Karim is the go-to guy right now at the running back spot. And Karim picks up 5. Nate Irving with the stop. Von Miller out with a knee injury. And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 16-13, Denver leads it. The NFL on CBS.
Don't miss the hit drama NCIS Los Angeles, CBS Tuesday.
Upgrade to the Philips Norelco SensoTouch 3D for the most advanced shaving experience. With Gyroflex 3D technology, you can get to those hard-to-reach places for the ultimate shave, wet or dry, guaranteed. Visit philips.com/upgrade now to save $30.
For every late night, every weekend worked, every idea sold. You deserve a Cadillac, the fastest-growing full-line luxury brand in the United States.
including the all-new 2014 Cadillac CTS, Motor Trend's 2014 Car of the Year. Get the best offers of the season on our award-winning products, like the 2014 ATS and SRX. Hurry in. Offers end January 2nd.
You ever see something like this?
No, sir. This is gonna happen again. We got a rabid dog out there, and we gotta put him down. You don't pick your parents, and you don't pick your partner. You wonder if you're a bad man?
The world needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door.
Just what is it you think we found?
Something deep and dark, detectives. Something deep and dark.
Upgrade to the Philips Norelco Senso Touch 3D for the most advanced shaving experience. With Gyroflex 3D technology, you can get to those hard-to-reach places for the ultimate shave, wet or dry, guaranteed. Visit philips.com/upgrade now to save $30.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Here in Houston, you've got one team that is looking for the #1 seed in the AFC. The other team that could have the #1 overall pick in the NFL draft. Yet it's close. 16-13. Denver leading the Texans as we start the fourth quarter at Reliant Stadium. 2nd and 5. Schaub on a give for Karim. And Deji Karim carries right to the marker. Brought down by Sylvester Williams.
He got it.
It's enough. A first down, a 5-yard pickup.
He showed really good vision that time because off tackle was not there. He cut back to the guard position and got just enough for the first down. Good job by Karim.
7 carries, 33 yards for Karim. 3-point lead for Denver. Fake the handoff. Schaub out of the pocket. Schaub forced one to the sideline, and it is picked off. Intercepted. Mike Adams, the veteran, with a huge play for the Broncos.
Holding, offense number 75. The penalty is declined. Denver keeps the ball, first down.
That spectacular interception by Mike Adams, his first of the season. Hopkins just doesn't come back enough for the ball. Adams does. He both feet in, controls the ball through the entire catch. Ball will hit the ground, but it never loses possession of the ball while it's in his hands.
Wade Phillips was waiting for the replay on the big screen, and this was not what he was hoping to see. Terrific effort by Mike Adams.
Feet are clearly in.
Denver takes over. First turnover of the day. Give it to Moreno. Knowshon Moreno. Driven down as he hits the 10-yard line. Ramirez and Franklin creating space for Moreno. 18 yards.
Yeah, a huge hole on that right side of the offensive line. Franklin kicking out Brooks Reed, and Moreno just exploding.
67 yards on the ground for Moreno. Denver leading at 16-13. Early stages, fourth quarter. From the gun, Manning throws, wide open, touchdown, Eric Decker. And it's touchdown number 49 for Peyton Manning. One away from tying the NFL record.
Well, man-to-man with Bryce McCain on the outside, and Decker pushes off. McCain goes down, touchdown. Decker getting away with pass interference on that touchdown. He clearly pushed McCain to the ground.
And it gives the Broncos some breathing room. Prater on for the extra point. Can extend this to a 10-point lead. All made possible by the Mike Adams interception, then setting up Peyton Manning to Eric Decker. Decker is 9th touchdown. Manning his 49th of the season.
yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
We make 60 minutes of play a day our top priority. Hop on the bus at NFLRush.com.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Peyton Manning has just tied his high in a season with 49 touchdowns, one away from Tom Brady's NFL record 50 set back in 2007. And more importantly for Denver, they build on the lead 23-13. Matt Prater will kick it off.
Now they capitalized on the outstanding interception by Mike Adams. Just two plays, a good running play for Knowshon Moreno, and then Eric Decker on the slant route, and Manning's got another touchdown pass. But amazing how quickly things can turn around when it looked like the Texans had some momentum.
And he has his 12th 300-yard passing game of the season. Knowshon Martin is now deep, and he's not going to get an opportunity. Well, let's take you back. December 26th, 2004, Colts and Chargers. Manning tied Marino's then record 3-yard shovel pass to James Munro, breaks it with a 21-yard pass to Brandon Stokely. Colts won that game in overtime and a hug for his dad, Archie Manning. They had some travel difficulties, didn't get there until the third quarter, Peyton's parents, but they were there to witness the record, which has since been broken by Tom Brady. Dennis Johnson back in there. Johnson gets the call, keeps the legs churning, and forward progress will mark him down after the gain of 3. Hit by Williams and Mincy on the play, and Manning's been turned upside down here. That's just not right.
That's a lack of respect for the great Peyton Manning.
13 minutes to play. We're in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 7 for Houston. Schaub to throw it. Darts it out for Johnson. And zigzags his way across the 25. Modest gain of 3 yards, brought down by Nate Irving. Johnson heads to the sideline, and Deji Karim will come in to replace him. Johnson hurt on the play.
Grabbing his hamstring there as he tried to split the tacklers. He felt it right away. How many more injuries can the Texans stand at the running back?
They've lost Arian Foster and Ben Tate for the season. They've split the carries today between Johnson and Kareem. This is a 3rd and 4 now for Houston. Andre Johnson with the catch. And Johnson has moved into 14th place in career receptions in NFL history, passing Torrey Holt. Seven yards and a first down for Houston.
11 years of excellence for Andre Johnson.
Number 3 pick back in 2003, and has been the best player in franchise history. Karim gets drilled behind the line of scrimmage by Jackson. Second-year defensive end out of Tennessee, 5th-round draft pick last year, and a loss on the play for Houston.
Watch the explosion here by Malik Jackson. Little twist there on the inside with Terrence Knighton, and that results in a big play in the backfield.
So 2nd and 13 now for Houston. We come up on 11 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Knowshon Moreno goes in motion. Schaub. Low throw and another big hit. Karim gets stamped by Trevathan. NFC playoff picture, Dan. Seattle at 12-2. They've clinched the playoff berth, and then everything else is a bit fluid right now. New Orleans now leads Carolina 13-10 in the 4th quarter. Washington is actually leading Dallas. So the implosion by the Cowboys continues. And they'll be closing up Candlestick tomorrow night. Schaub steps up. Schaub uncorks a deep one. Incomplete. Andre Johnson with Champ Bailey. 2 guys that will be in Canton one day. Pressure coming from Mike Adams.
And Bailey really had a better shot at this than Johnson did, because Schaub threw it about 70 yards. Again, it was a blitz by Mike Adams. He's having a heck of a second half. That forced Schaub out of the pocket and just forced him to unload that pass.
Shane Leckler, another punt for Leckler. Put some pressure on Leckler. Holiday moves forward. Oh, he drops it. Flag is thrown. And now a scrum for the ball. They'll hold on to it.
Flag was back at the point where the punter, Leckler, kicked that ball.
Ed Hockley.
The punt was muffed and recovered by the kicking team. I'm sorry. Was recovered by the receiving team after the muff. There was also holding by the kicking team, number 35. That 10-yard penalty is tacked on to where the ball was recovered. Denver's ball, first down.
So a hold against Eddie Pleasant. That would have negated a turnover. Holiday unable to hold on to it initially.
Jumpstart your day with McDonald's Dollar Menu at breakfast. Home of the irresistible sausage burrito. And freshly brewed premium roast coffee you love. Plus other amazing tastes for just $1 each. Every day, as always, there's a lot to love for a little on McDonald's Dollar Menu.
This holiday season, cops are stepping up their mission to protect the streets from drunk driving, and they're using the future of law enforcement to help.
I'd put those down if I were you.
Drive sober or get pulled over. RoboCop in theaters February 2014. This film is not yet rated.
Feel the beat of the NFL with the Bose Cinemate 1SR. One speaker under your TV and a wireless bass module give you powerful sound that makes game day even better. Bose, game-changing sound.
Are you listening? Snow is glistening, a beautiful sight. We're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Verizon now has the gifts everyone wants. Get last-minute holiday deals. Save $50 on select Droid devices like the free Droid Mini.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bose, the official home audio sponsor of the NFL. McDonald's, I'm loving it. And by Walmart. Walmart's got the season's hottest gifts at everyday low prices. Come in and see for yourself.
Don't forget, NFL on CBS, second half of the doubleheader. New England at Baltimore, Pittsburgh visiting Green Bay, San Diego hosting Oakland. The NFL action continues here on CBS. And even 10 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Denver leading Houston 23-13. The Broncos get the football back with a 1st and 10 at the 45. After the penalty on the punt. Moreno. Shake and bake move. Brought down to the 49 by Crick. Coming up, time permitting, after the game, the NFL Today update presented by Aflac. Join JB and company, the latest NFL scores and highlights. Second and 6 now for the Broncos. Manning. Perfectly thrown to Decker. Brought down by Bryce McCain. No Jonathan Joseph, out with a foot injury for Houston. That's a 7-yard gain and a 1st down for Denver.
Broncos do a great job with crossing routes. That time, Decker got help from Demaryius Thomas on the crossing route, picked up the 1st down.
2 players over 100 yards receiving. Thomas, Demaryius, 123. Decker, 111. Both have touchdowns. Fake the handoff. Manning, one-on-one. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, in a matchup with Kareem Jackson.
Well, that front 7 of the Texans, they're not going lightly on Peyton Manning. They're going to get good pressure on him again this time. Antonio Smith with the hit, and the ball just too long for Demaryius Thomas, who was challenged on that play by Kareem Jackson.
345 yards passing and 2 touchdowns for Peyton Manning. Over 5,000 yards on the season. First time he's done that in his career. Play clock is down to 2. Down to 1. They get the snap off. Manning gets rid of it. And it's on time to Jacob Tamme. Out of bounds. 1st down across the 35 for Denver.
Well, and remember that Wes Welker not playing today. Jacob Tamme playing a lot of Welker's spot in the slot. He got the single coverage there on Brandon Harris. Welker going, man, that would have been one of mine.
It would have. Welker dealing with a concussion. Second one that he's had to deal with in a 4-week span. Running play. Monte Ball. That's when Denver can really get it going. They mix in the run. Ball's got explosive abilities. 13 yards. Peyton Manning is 1 touchdown away from matching Tom Brady's single season touchdown record of 50 set back in 2007. Manning has already thrown 2 today for Denver. Under 8 minutes to go. On 1st down. Manning throws. Incomplete. Flag is down. Andre Caldwell with Bryce McCain.
And they call him for holding.
The officials huddle up. Texans coaches irate.
There were fouls by both teams on the play. Holding, offense number 68. Also holding by the defense number 21. The penalty's offset. Replay 1st down.
Well, Beatles in the pocket. And now down the field, you see Caldwell and McCain. Caldwell goes to the corner. There's a grab with the left hand by McCain. That's a good call. Ball was uncatchable, but the call was holding, not pass interference.
So first down for the Broncos. 7:44 to go. They lead 23-13. Trying to improve to 12-3 on the season. Manning will make a change. Running play, Moreno. Tries to cut it back. And brought down inside the 20 by Joe Mays. It's a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, you would think that the Texans would be looking for some way to strip the ball or pick off Manning, but they've been horrible this year in creating takeaways. They have only 10 on the season. They've recovered 4 fumbles and only have 6 interceptions. And this is the 15th game.
Denver now has 558 points on the season. NFL record is 589, set by the Patriots in 07. Manning looking for it all. Incomplete. Thomas against Harris.
Brandon Harris tackled Demaryius Thomas at the goal line. Reached out and hooked him with his right hand. Officials must have deemed this ball uncatchable, but watch 26. Brandon Harris with a lot of contact there. Now, as the ball's in the air, he just reaches out and grabs the right hand of Demaryius Thomas.
3rd and 9 for Denver. Working out of the gun. Manning fires. Oh, it's caught by Decker. Number 50 for Peyton Manning. He has tied Tom Brady for the single season touchdown record.
The perfect throw, but I think the catch was even better as Manning goes up to congratulate Eric Decker. This ball dropped in the bucket, but Decker was under a lot of pressure in the back of the end zone here. It's Brandon Harris with the coverage. He drops it, and Kareem Jackson there. Watch the concentration. The ball moving around a little bit. Yeah, this might be worth reviewing here. It's a touchdown, so they'll take a look at it. Did he have both feet down when he finally gained control of this ball? That will be reviewed.
20-yard touchdown, and that's what they're doing right now. Did Decker control it all the way through for the record?
Ready to run your lines? Okay. Who helps you focus on your recovery?
Yo, Affleck.
Wow, that was horrible. Pays you cash when you're sick or hurt.
Affleck.
Love it. Hate it. Helps you focus on getting back to normal.
Affleck.
I am so fired.
You're on in 5, Duck.
When you're sick or hurt, Aflac pays you cash. Find out more at Aflac.com.
Jay Marcelski takes first place.
TD Ameritrade, helping you reach your long-term goals one small step at a time.
The Intel-powered 2-in-1. The new guy got it for spilling coffee on his old computer. A tablet and laptop in one? You've been asking for a new computer for years. Are you going to watch things happen or make things happen? That should do it. A laptop when you need it, a tablet when you want it.
January 7th.
We connected a human being to the information grid. Internet, telephone, satellite.
That is a great party trick.
You're here to keep it safe.
Him, not it.
Federal agent.
Gun!
Took a bullet from me? What are you doing?
My job!
Will the touchdown stand for Peyton Manning?
The ruling in the field stands as called. It's a touchdown.
And that ties the record. Peyton Manning, 50 touchdowns this season, matches Tom Brady's mark from 07. Is it a touchdown in your eyes, Dan?
No, it's not. That ball is moving before he gets both feet down. In fact, it's moving after he gets 1 foot down out of bounds.
It will go down as the record tying touchdown for Manning. And for Denver, a 29-13 lead.
This year at T-Mobile, make everyone's wishes come true. Give them the most anticipated gift of the holiday season. The revolutionary iPhone 5S on T-Mobile.
Dreaming of a white Christmas.
With no restrictive annual service contracts and only $0 down. The iPhone 5S on T-Mobile, the ultimate holiday gift.
The Dell Venue 8 Pro with Windows is one awesome machine.
Can I do my work stuff on it?
Work and play. It's got the new Windows and powerful Intel processor, so you can do it all, like mixing pleasure and business.
That sounds so rebellious.
Yeah, like mixing fire and ice.
Like polka dots and plaid.
Hey, careful.
I can pull it off.
Own the season. Get the hottest Windows tablets like the Dell Venue with Intel inside. Get 6, 12, 18, or 24-month special financing with a Walmart credit card. Minimum purchase and certificate required. Valid in store only through 12/31/13. Walmart.
No, kids today. It's all gadgets and internet. Everything needs a battery.
Oh, Hank.
Merry Christmas. Oh, hold on now. K Jewelers.
It's beautiful.
Looks like we got us a young man here.
Save 25% on any Citizen watch. Fueled by light. Never needs a battery. Citizen watches at K, the #1 jewelry store in America.
That's long enough, son.
Every kiss begins with K.
Melissa McCarthy and Billy Gardell star in Mike and Molly, CBS Monday, 9/8 Central.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by T-Mobile. Unleash. And by K Jewelers, the #1 jewelry store in America. Every kiss begins with K.
Extra point from Matt Prater makes it 30-13 Denver with 6:57 to go. And now Prater will kick it off to Knowshon Moreno. Another deep kick from Prater. Texans will have it at the 20 as we take you back to the touchdown from Manning to Decker.
Well, Decker is in the slot here along with Tammy as they go down the field. Watch the defensive backs switch. And Kareem Jackson does a fine job of picking up, and he got his right hand on that ball just slightly right there. And there's the bobble by Decker, but ruled by Ed Hockley, number 50 for number 18.
Denver builds a cushion on the lead, now 17. Schaub swings it over to Ryan Griffin. Hit by Sean Phillips. Peyton Manning, 50 touchdown passes this season, tying the single season NFL record. He and Tom Brady currently share it, and we still have 6:35 to go. And obviously week 17 for Denver at Oakland. Second and 11, give it to Kareem. Flag thrown, Kareem bursting through. Brought down across the 45, but looks like this one is coming back as Kareem goes down hard.
Holding offense, number 68, 10-yard penalty, repeat second down.
And it's the former Bronco Ryan Harris who's been rotating in with Derek Newton on the right side for the Texans. And Kareem injured on the play.
Now here's the guilty party, Ryan Harris. He's got a pretty good handhold there. He goes around the throat, and Texans are running out of running backs.
Jonathan Grimes will now check in. He was just signed. Had a previous stint with Houston. Grimes in his second year out of William and Mary. And getting an opportunity now with the injury to Kareem. 2nd and 21 for Houston, now in a 30-13 hole with an even 6 minutes to play. Deep drop by Schaub and knocked down. Malik Jackson, all 6'5" of him, makes the play for Denver.
Yeah, it's amazing what that interception by Mike Adams did for the Broncos. At that point in the second half, they were so flat. They weren't doing anything offensively. Defensively, the Texans were having their way. That one interception, then 2 plays later, Manning throws a touchdown pass, and Broncos are back to their normal dominant style.
And a huge lift for this Denver team. It came on the defensive side of the ball, which has been a huge question mark for the Broncos moving towards the playoffs, as Grimes takes it across the 15-yard line, and the Texans will punt. Looks like Houston is going to lose its 13th straight game. Karim is being helped, and he's taken the long walk. Peyton Manning, 3 touchdown passes. He has tied Tom Brady for the single season record. 50 touchdown passes this year. Fair catch called for by Eric Decker. So Holiday not in there after muffing a punt. And a 40-yard punt. 5:16 to go. Don't forget, coming up, New England is at Baltimore, Pittsburgh taking on Green Bay, and San Diego home for Oakland. Denver Broncos will clinch the AFC West in a first-round bye with a win here. Kansas City trailing Indianapolis, and looks like the Colts are going to get the W there.
We beat.
For Manning, 375 yards. He's going to have a shot at Drew Brees and the all-time single-season passing yards record. And it to Moreno.
You know, it's interesting now. If the Broncos decide to keep going for this record for Peyton Manning, he may not play next week because of the bye. So we'll see how John Fox feels about Manning getting the record.
Well, we talked to Manning about it, and he answered it the way that you would expect, in a classy manner. He says he has a great appreciation for the history of the game. If he were to break it, he believes it will only be temporary, as Decker is unable to catch it. Kareem Jackson in coverage. And Manning talked at great length about the 04 chase, how special that was for him growing up a Dan Marino fan. Marino held the record since 1984, so it's a record that held up for 20 years. And he said besides his dad Archie, Marino was really the guy that he latched onto as a fan watching quarterbacks. So that meant a lot to him to break the mark that year. And then Brady broke it himself 3 years later. Manning, deep ball, incomplete. Julius Thomas takes the hit, and a penalty marker down as KO was there defensively.
But you know, there's a hat off on one of the officials, so Thomas may have gone out of bounds and been the first to come back and touch the ball, so we may have offsetting penalties here. There's a defensive hit, though, by KO. But once an official takes his hat off, that signifies the receiver went out of bounds. And then he threw a flag when the receiver touched the ball first.
There were 2 fouls on the play by the defense. Pass interference, defense number 35. There was also a personal foul, unnecessary roughness number 31, a hit to a defenseless receiver. By rule, both of those penalties are enforced in this situation. The personal foul will be added on to the spot of the fair catch, sorry, the pass interference.
Now this is going to be huge yardage.
So the reason the official threw his hat and the flag is because he threw 2 penalties. One was the hat signified the personal foul penalty on KO coming over and just drilling Thomas.
So now they just have to sort out the yardage here.
The personal foul was by a different player. Only one will be enforced. The pass interference foul first down.
A good explanation from the veteran referee Hockley. They place the football at the 25-yard line. And now Peyton Manning is looking for the all-time mark by himself. First and 10 for the Broncos from the 25. Manning out of the gun. Manning lets it fly. It's caught by Thomas. There's the record for Peyton Manning. 51 touchdowns. The new single-season mark.
And in typical Manning fashion, a perfect throw. Found the mismatch on the outside. He's got his big tight end, and he put that ball exactly where he needed to.
Peyton Manning by himself in the record books. He gets a standing ovation from this crowd. 51 touchdown passes. He's all alone. Yards on the day. Manning with his 4th touchdown. NFL history for Peyton Manning.
Just a perfect throw by Manning. Looking at the defense, finding he knew all along that Thomas was a mismatch on the outside on the linebacker. That time, Darryl Sharpton just can't keep up with Julius Thomas. The ball perfectly put.
Peyton Manning. Where's the ball?
That's a souvenir that
Eric Decker. Unless he's got a strange growth. I think we know what that is.
That is a very valuable football.
Number 1 all-time NFL single-season passing touchdowns, Peyton Manning, 51, topping the previous high, Tom Brady, 6 years ago. MVP season. That's a guy who knows a little something about MVPs. John Elway, the executive VP of football operations for the Broncos. The Broncos will improve to 33-14 since Elway took the job. And a little piece of history for Julius Thomas as well. This is a guy who I'm not sure had any designs of playing in the NFL after playing 4 years of college basketball at Portland State, and he is part of this wave of offense in Denver. He got thrown into it, and he's handled himself quite well.
And how's that football acumen doing for?
It's working.
It's mathematics backwards. That's the way I took it, but I never got a touchdown pass from Peyton Manning.
Julius Thomas on the receiving end of the record breaker. Schaub throws it. It's caught by Griffin. Down to 4:20 to play in this 4th quarter. And the Denver Broncos will improve to 12-3. A step closer to the number 1 seed in the AFC. Jonathan Grimes. He takes a lick at the 30-yard line, hit by Trevathan.
Well, here's the mismatch right here. The linebacker Sharpton and the tight end Julius Thomas. Thomas with a wide split, just a sprint to the goal line. Swearinger way too late coming over to help his linebacker. And Manning saw it all the way.
Here's Grimes taking it to the 40-yard line. Owner of the Broncos, Pat Bowlen, when Denver made the decision to bring in Peyton Manning, they've become a legitimate Super Bowl contender. Schaub intercepted. Rodgers, Cromartie with a cherry on top.
I remember Manning came to the Broncos with damaged goods. He had 4 neck surgeries, had to overcome that, had to relearn his throwing motion, spent hours and hours working out, trying to get back to normal. Here's the interception for Matt Schaub, maybe his last pass as a Houston Texan.
Well, Peyton Manning, who just won the SI Sportsman of the Year, a terrific story written by Lee Jenkins. If you haven't read it, you certainly try to check it out. It details all of the background and all of the question marks that Peyton had about himself as to whether or not he'd be able to come back, whether or not he'd ever throw the football again.
And he's literally better than ever. The numbers prove that out.
Brock Osweiler is in, replacing Manning. Kansas City has lost, so the Denver Broncos will clinch the division title in 3 minutes. 37-13. A record-setting day for Peyton Manning. Kansas City 11-4. They will be the wild card. Denver will improve to 12-3. And that New England Patriot game, very important. Denver could be the #1 seed by the end of today, depending upon that Patriot result against the Ravens. Ronnie Hillman up the middle for 3 yards. The man of the moment, Peyton Manning. And the other man that will share that moment, Julius Thomas, on the receiving end of the record breaker. Here's the history. 1984, Dan Marino sets the mark with 48. Manning tops it in 2004, 20 years later with 49. Then Brady in 2007 with 50, the new mark. And today, Peyton Manning, the record holder, 51 touchdowns in 2013.
Under Armour's job is to make athletes better, to help Jordan Spieth compete for championships, turn Willie's family business into a dynasty, and to make Lindsey Vonn faster than ever before. Under Armour will push the bobsled harder, make Shawnee Davis feel supersonic, and get Bobby Brown higher than the rest. Under Armour can make tight feel nice, make strong look pretty, and help make Lindsey's comeback a reality. But most of all, Under Armour empowers the next athlete to believe that they can do anything.
They are only 9 years old, and by age 12, Division I colleges are already recruiting them to be quarterback. What makes them so special? 60 Minutes, tonight.
What are you doing?
Training for the Miller's Marathon.
The Miller's Marathon isn't a race.
Oh, should we tell him?
Yeah.
The Miller's Marathon, Thursday after The Big Bang Theory.
Well, you spell out CBS, there's a pretty good chance you'll get on the air on CBS.
That's a double winner, though.
Couldn't beat Sportsman of the Year, Peyton Manning. Record-setting day for Manning and for the Denver Broncos. Denver has a chance to become the highest-scoring team in NFL history as well. All 4 touchdowns for Manning.
Well, the 36-yarder got him started. to Demaryius Thomas, and a 10-yard slant to Eric Decker, and then Decker in the back of the end zone. A little bit iffy, but called a touchdown, and the record breaker to Julius Thomas from 25 yards out.
They are 17 points shy of matching the NFL record for points scored in a season, the 2007 New England Patriots. Manning, 51 touchdowns. That's the all-time mark, topping Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. Colquitt to punt it. Keyshawn Martin makes his way over. Martin trying to stay in bounds. He does, and then ducks out of bounds across the 30-yard line with just over a minute to play. Playoff picture in the AFC. Denver has clinched the division. They have clinched at least a bye. The question is, will they be the #1 seed? New England at 10-4, still an opportunity to get that #1 overall seed based on the fact that they won head-to-head. Cincinnati, Indianapolis, division winners as well. Give it to Grimes, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line. For the Houston Texans, this will be the 13th consecutive loss. Franchise record. Now, what a turnaround from last year to this year for Houston. Disappointment. For Peyton Manning, 32 of 51, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, giving him 51 on the season.
Yeah, and really, the Broncos accomplished everything they wanted to do today with Kansas City losing the first-round bye, and Manning gets the all-time touchdown pass record for a single season.
Manning goes over 5,000 yards for the first time in his career, and the single-season passing yard mark could go down next week, depending upon how much time Peyton Manning sees. An NFL record for Peyton Manning. 51 touchdowns this season through the air. Denver clinches the division with a 37-13 win over the Houston Texans. The Broncos are now 12-3 and move a step closer to the #1 overall seed in the AFC. Coming up next, the NFL on CBS continues. The Patriots meet the Ravens. The Steelers battle the Packers, or the Raiders challenge the Chargers. So for Dan Fouts, the rest of our crew, this is Iron Eagle. So long from Houston. Peyton Manning stands alone in the record books. Single season passing touchdowns. The NFL on CBS. JB in New York coming up.
Customer appreciation is back.
Only at Subway.
We're saying thanks all December long with 2 of your favorites for just $2 each. The 6-inch cold cut combo or meatball marinara.
$2 subs? That's something to celebrate.
Subway. Eat fresh.
Going around in circles to find the perfect holiday gift? Give a Subway card. From $5 and up, it'll delight everyone on your list. They'll flip for their favorite tasty subs, and you'll score a perfect 10 in gift giving. Subway. Eat fresh.
There are a few who move toward the sounds of chaos. Forged in the crucible of training, they are the first to move toward the sounds of tyranny, injustice, and despair. They are the few, the proud, the Marines.
So, dude, what is this you're listening to? You need to pump up some jams. Come on, it's Friday. It's time to get this party started. Wow, MJ in the house.
Now, all Hanes underwear is tagless. Go tagless.
The final season of How I Met Your Mother continues Monday, 8/7 Central.
It's a game for madmen. I'm the biggest madman of them all.
He is football royalty.
What the hell's going on out here?
A man who demanded winning.
the Green Bay Packers have won the championship.
He wanted every ounce of ability you had, and he wouldn't stop until you gave it to him.
The most revered coach of all time.
Men respond to leadership in a most remarkable way. Once you have won their hearts, they'll follow you anywhere.
Vince Lombardi, A Football Life, Part 1, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on NFL Network.
Ready to run your lines? Okay. Who helps you focus on your recovery?
Yo, Aflac.
Wow, that was horrible. Pays you cash when you're sick or hurt.
Aflac.
Love it. Hate it. Helps you focus on getting back to normal.
Aflac. Aflac.
I am so fired.
You're on in 5. Duck.
When you're sick or hurt, Aflac pays you cash. Find out more at aflac.com.
So the Denver Broncos get it done 37-13 in record-setting fashion for Peyton Manning. But as you guys have mentioned, it's about the postseason. Coming up next here on CBS, most of you will see the AFC Championship rematch between the Patriots and the Ravens, while others will get Pittsburgh at Green Bay or the Raiders against the Chargers. And as we put this in perspective, again, Peyton Manning.
Wow. I can't say enough about what he's done the last 2 years in Denver, doing it with a new team, 4 neck surgeries.
4 neck surgeries. Whoa, 37 years of age.
Years old. Yes.
And you know what? You know how badly he wants it to get it done in the postseason. After the game, he caught up with our announcer, the Hall of Famer, Dan Fouts.
Joined by Peyton Manning, all-time record, 51 touchdown passes this season. Peyton, you told us how much that 2004 run meant for you. Now you've had a little bit of time to think about it. Try to put this in perspective, 51 touchdown passes this season.
Well, I really celebrated with the team. That was a very special moment. All my teammates and coaches coming out and greeting me. This was a team accomplishment. A lot of receivers caught a lot of touchdowns, a lot of great play calls by Adam Gase and good protection. Defense getting us the ball, getting us opportunities. So I really celebrated with the team. It's probably just a temporary record. Brady will probably break it next year. So we'll enjoy it while it lasts. But I really feel like it's a team accomplishment.
You know, when you talk about leadership, it's the ability to inspire those around you.
Sure.
Peyton Manning defines that. He makes everybody else around him. He deflects all the credit. And he accepts all the responsibility. He's the consummate pro.
And he's absolutely right. You know, there are receivers that are catching those balls, and it's a team award, even though it's an individual feat.
Shannon?
I remember these same receivers that other quarterbacks had on that football team. People didn't feel about these receivers as they do today. Look at Knowshon Moreno. Everybody thought he was a bust. And, Coach, we talked about it. Maybe outside of Adrian Peterson and Marshawn Lynch, he runs the hardest after contact of any running back.
Well, take a look at these AFC playoff picture right here. You can see Denver has the #1 seed right now. If New England loses to Baltimore, they will get the #1 seed. Cincinnati would move up to #2. Indianapolis to 3. New England would fall to 4. Kansas City stays in 5. And Baltimore, take a look at what happened to Miami today. Miami lost a great opportunity by getting shut out by the Buffalo Bills.
Miami thought it was Easter, and they laid an egg up in Buffalo.
I think, as Boomer talked about, this game coming up has tremendous impact, huge implications on both sides, for New England and for Baltimore.
Dano, real quickly, go ahead.
Oh, no, Miami had their opportunities, and, I mean, they only had 103 yards total offense. They were only 2 for 14 on third down.
He probably got sacked like 10 times, Dan.
With the focus on the postseason being the aim, we continue here on CBS.
Enjoy this one.